Hey, good morning everybody. This is Brittany with the Seniors Blue Book, and today I have Andre with Senior Living Selections. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning.
So as you can see, we are practicing social distancing. We are 6 feet apart, and we are out at Benderson, the beautiful Benderson Park. There's a tree, but there's the park. So we started at Bayfront Park, and we had to head out this way east because, you know, the rain we're storm chasers, basically. Because the storm has now followed us here. And I'm just gonna flip the camera so we can focus on the sky for a second. This is our view. So we're gonna get right to it because we might get poured on. Andre has said that we should go to the porta potties, which are over there somewhere, in case things go wrong. And I'm into it. I'm okay with that. So Andre, introduce yourself and tell us about your company, Senior Living Selections.
Hi, my name is Andre Santamaria. I'm a senior care advisor with Senior Living Selections. My company helps seniors and their families search for assisted living, memory care, care options at home, nursing homes. So currently we've been really busy helping families navigate through senior living choices during this hard time of being locked down, not being able to visit communities. So it's made my job a lot more important.
Awesome. And as you can see, we're distancing. But how has it affected you, you know, with everything going on, the C word, the Rona, how has it affected your business? You said you've been, you know, kind of busier with navigating, but with families, how are you navigating those options?
So it's been a lot busier now in the last few months than it has been when it first started. Families have tried to hold off, thinking at some point that things are going to open up and get better, but unfortunately families are realizing that it's only if they have dementia, it's only accelerating the disease. It's creating, it's affecting them a lot more, those who are caregivers at home. So a lot of times right now we're in frantic mode trying to help a family search for a safer option for both themselves and their loved one that they're caring for.
Absolutely. And you're doing that through, I'm sure, a lot of Zooms or emails, phone calls?
All Zoom, pretty much. I mean, it's been a virtual world, which has made my life a little easier, keeping gas mileage off of my car. I don't have to go around from one community to the other. So we're able to sit at home, see 3 or 4 options, and make a decision with the family, you know, right from the comfort of our living rooms.
That's right. And I'm starting to get more and more nervous as the clouds are literally right above us, but I'm into the risk. So is it you on your team? Do you have other people working with you?
Well, I do have some added team members, and actually we are in talks with expanding one more. Currently I have Valerie, Tiffany, she helps me on the Port Charlotte County and down south, and I have Ken Madre that is still working with me right now. Even though he's a nurse, he's been helping back out at the Pines through their pandemic, but he's still helping the families as they come. And I've got actually someone that we're in talks with. I'm really excited to get her on board. That should be an added value to families who are searching and need help.
Awesome. And what area? So you mentioned Port Charlotte. Of course, we are in Sarasota. So what is the area that Senior Living Selections covers?
Currently, we are from Charlotte County up to Manatee. I've helped families in Hillsborough recently. That's an area that I'm hoping that this next team member can maybe start focusing on. So it's where we're expanding. We hope to be able to help as many families as possible. There's a huge need out there, and families don't really know that we exist. So we're trying to make their lives a little easier by helping someone, helping them be guided through the maze.
Absolutely. And for families that are watching that are, you know, there's a natural fear that does come with kind of even starting the process, what piece of advice would you offer them right now with with the families that you're talking to, what kind of advice can you offer to families that it is going to be okay and that communities are doing a great job with their admission process and everything?
So yes, I'm very impressed with what communities are doing right now. They're head over heel. I mean, they're just doing every measure possible to keep their new residents safe, the current residents safe. A lot of testing is involved, quarantining when they're doing activities, they're social distancing. So they're going to be safe in their new home, as well as all the other residents and the staff. They're all doing everything it takes, and there's not been communities that have had outbreaks or hot spots, as they've been called recently. So they're doing a great job. I'm more than happy to share with families which communities have had cases, and typically those that have cases are typically the staff. Once the staff is infected, then of course they're quarantined, and they won't return to work until they'll have a negative COVID test. So there's a lot of measures that are being taken in place to keep everybody safe.
Awesome. And is there anything that you want to tell us that, I like to ask the question, like, what's something that about yourself that nobody knows?
Oh gosh. That's a good question.
I did not prepare him for that question.
Didn't.
But can we talk about how great this is, our 6 feet of distance?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm at 1 inch and she's at 60, so we're good.
Well, let's talk about, so while you're thinking about maybe something we don't know, let's talk about your son, because he's literally the cutest child Tarzan that anybody has ever seen, and I'm actually a little sad that he's not here doing this video with us.
He wanted to come, but he went to bed very late, and I didn't want to wake Mom and him up this morning. I tried to make as much noise this morning as I was getting ready to see if they would wake up, and they just would roll over. But yeah, he's got every nickname imaginable: Mowgli, Tarzan,
Baby Z.
Baby Z. He's currently so into fishing. He's 4 years old and he catches snook. I mean, that I haven't even been able to catch yet. So he's a master fisherman. Everybody where we go fishing, they know him by name. The bait shop knows him by name. They let him pick out his own shrimp, and it's just been amazing. I mean, he can hook the live bait.
That's something I'm not willing to do,
No,
by the way. He has to come with me when I go fishing so he can hook my bait.
Yeah, that was something I struggled with. Whenever they would squirm, I would let go and jump. I'm getting better. I'm proud. Last night I actually filleted the fish. It took me an hour and a half to do 7 fish that we caught, but now we're filleting. So he actually helped me fillet some of our fish as well.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I want to just mention real quick, because we haven't yet, that your services are no cost to the family. So for somebody who's looking for education, information, to physically go through the process, I mean, Andre does not charge anything. It is the communities that do fund senior living selections. So
correct.
Wanted to mention that.
I always forget to mention that. Thank you. Yeah, and you know, I not only help through this process, I always stay in contact with families. My biggest thing that I've seen in my 8 years of being in senior living is, you know, a family could be happy for a certain period of time, and then things are starting going wrong. And a lot of times what they do is they internalize things. They don't try to talk to the community to correct them, or they talk to the wrong people within the community, and nothing gets done. So I make sure I let families know to come to me, and that way I can help facilitate any things that are going on that they need assistance with. That way they don't become unhappy and want to move. I always want my families to stay in place, age in place, and not be going from one community to the other. I've got one gentleman that he takes that to heart. He calls me if the bill is wrong, if there's too many commas.
If there's too many commas.
Yeah, there was one where there was grammatical errors in the bill, and he called me to let me know. But you know, that's his biggest complaint. And his wife is actually being well taken care of at Brookdale Palmer Ranch, and he tells me that they actually go to the room too often to check on them.
Oh.
I've never.
Good job, Brookdale.
I know. I big shout out to Brookdale Palmer Ranch. Thank you. I've never heard of somebody complaining of being over cared for. So yeah, I've been extremely happy. A lot of the communities that I work with, you know, they're all been great. So if they do well with my families, I'm always going to keep referring to them. So that's important to me, is making sure that my families are happy.
Awesome. Well, I'm starting to feel some drops of rain.
Yeah, I'm getting wet.
As much as I think it's funny to maybe have to go to the porta potties, I prefer not to. So thank you so much this is our second park of the morning to outrun this rain. Thanks for spending your time with Blue Book this morning. Again, this is Seniors Blue Book Live. Our mission is to connect resources for people that need that at the times in their lives where they are aging, whether they're pre-planning or whether you're in the thick of it in a crisis. You can count on us to help provide resources like Andre. Oh, I just kind of played with our distancing here. But we are here to help and do anything that we can to serve our community. So, Andre, any last words?
No, I thank everybody who's supported me. It's been an amazing journey opening my business, and I'm really grateful for everybody who supported me, who sent me referrals. I can't thank everybody enough. I'm very appreciative. So it's been a fantastic time so far.
All right, well, that's a wrap, I think. So we're gonna, walk back to our vehicles just like this. I think. All right, well, I hope everybody has a great day, and today's Tuesday, so make it a great one. All right, bye.